3 bicep movements that will completely transform your arms. Your t-shirt won't be ready for this. If you want bigger, fuller, sleeve-splitting biceps, you don't need to waste time doing every random curl variation you've seen online. What you truly need are the right exercises performed with the right focus and intention. Think of this video as your direct shortcut to serious arm growth. These are the 3 most powerful bicep exercises that overload the muscle properly, pack on volume fast, and build real size you can actually notice. So how exactly do your biceps get bigger? It all comes down to progressive overload, consistent muscle tension, and smart isolation work. The biceps muscle has 2 main heads, the long head and the short head. And to achieve maximum development, you need to train both through different angles, ranges of motion, and varied tension. Most importantly, you must train with purpose. Every rep should be controlled, every contraction intentional, and every stretch deliberate. Your biceps grow when you challenge the muscle enough to create micro damage. Then let them repair and strengthen during recovery. That's why proper form is more important than how heavy the weight is. Swinging dumbbells or using half reps doesn't help you. It only slows your progress. Exercise 1. Preacher curls. Preacher curls are one of the most effective bicep isolating movements ever created, and they earn the first spot in this lineup for a reason. They eliminate momentum completely and force your biceps to do 100% of the work. When your upper arms are locked against the preacher pad, your shoulders can't cheat, your back can't swing, and your hips can't help you lift. Every inch of the movement is carried by pure bicep strength and control, which is why this exercise is known for building sculpted, well-shaped arms with incredible definition. One of the biggest advantages of preacher curls is the deep stretch they create at the bottom of the rep. This stretch places the long head of the biceps under high tension, one of the most important triggers for muscle growth and hypertrophy. When you control the weight from the stretched position all the way up to peak contraction, you maximize both ends of the muscle's range of motion, and that's exactly what leads to fuller, rounder, more complete bicep development. The preacher curl also encourages an extremely strong mind-muscle connection. Because your arms are stabilized, it's easier to focus on squeezing the biceps throughout the entire movement. Studies show that isolation exercises performed with controlled tempo and reduced momentum significantly increase muscle fiber recruitment, and preacher curls perfectly fit this profile. That slow stretch start and powerful focus squeeze at the top cause a deep burn that signals real muscle activation. To perform the preacher curl correctly, start by placing your upper arm securely on the pad, keeping your chest up and your core slightly engaged. Lower the weight slowly, allowing your arms to extend nearly fully, but don't let your elbows lock. From there, curl the weight upward with control, focusing on pulling through your biceps, not your forearms or shoulders. Pause briefly at the top and squeeze hard before lowering again. This deliberate tempo creates maximum time under tension, which is one of the most important factors for muscle growth. Whether you use an easy bar, dumbbells, or a cable setup, the preacher curl consistently delivers high levels of activation in the biceps long head, helping to build a more dramatic peak and clearer arm separation. And because the positioning minimizes joint stress and prevents swinging, it's also a safer option for lifters recovering from shoulder or lower back discomfort. Exercise 2. Dumbbell curls. Dumbbell curls are the foundation of bicep training. Simple, versatile, and incredibly effective when performed with proper technique. This exercise has been used for decades by beginners and advanced athletes alike because it delivers reliable muscle growth, strength, and arm symmetry. Dumbbells allow each arm to move independently, which helps correct imbalances and ensures equal development. This freedom of motion also lets your wrists rotate naturally, leading to a much stronger contraction at the top of the movement. What sets dumbbell curls apart is the level of control they give you. Unlike machine curls or barbell curls, dumbbells require your stabilizer muscles to work, improving coordination and overall arm strength. The ability to supinate, turning your palm upward as you lift, activates the biceps brachii more effectively, especially the long head, responsible for creating that rounded, eye-catching bicep peak. Just a slight twist of the wrist can dramatically increase muscle engagement. To get the most out of dumbbell curls, stand tall with your chest up and your elbows tucked tightly to your sides. Start with your arms fully extended, then curl the weight upward with slow, controlled movement. As you lift, rotate your wrist slightly so your pinky leads upward. This enhances bicep recruitment and increases the intensity of the contraction. Pause at the top, squeeze hard, and lower the weight slowly. That controlled descent is where a huge portion of the muscle-building stimulus happens. Avoid using momentum or swinging your body. Clean, strict reps always deliver the best results. Dumbbell curls can be performed standing or seated, alternating or simultaneous, depending on your training style. Alternating curls help you focus deeply on each arm and avoid fatigue overlap. Simultaneous curls allow for better rhythm and slightly heavier loads. Both variations are highly effective. What matters most is the quality of each rep. You can also enhance this movement using cables for constant resistance, incline benches for a deeper stretch, or slow tempo training to increase time under tension. But no matter how many variations exist, the classic dumbbell curl remains one of the most reliable ways to build strong, well-developed biceps. EMG studies consistently show that dumbbell curls produce high activation in both heads of the biceps, making them ideal for complete arm development. Where preacher curls refine shape and enforce strict form, dumbbell curls create fullness, peak, and symmetry. If you want arms that look powerful, both flexed and relaxed, this exercise belongs in every single routine. Exercise number 3 is the hammer curl. The hammer curl rounds out this mass-building trio, and it brings something to your arm development that most curl variations simply don't: thickness, forearm growth, and real-world functional strength. What sets the hammer curl apart is its neutral grip, palms facing one another, which completely changes how the load is distributed compared to a standard curl. This slight change in hand position brings the brachialis and the brachioradialis into the movement along with the biceps brachii. These two muscles are often undertrained in traditional curl routines, but they play a major role in developing arms that look big from every angle. The brachialis lies underneath your biceps, and when it grows, it pushes the biceps upward, giving your arm a more dramatic peak and adding width from the side. The brachioradialis runs down the forearm and contributes heavily to thickness and overall arm density, making your arms look more powerful all the way from shoulder to wrist. Hammer curls are one of the only exercises that train all three of these crucial muscles in one fluid movement. Because the neutral grip is mechanically stronger, most lifters can use slightly heavier weights compared to standard curls. That's a huge advantage when you're trying to use progressive overload, one of the core principles of muscle growth. Heavier loads, when lifted with control, create more total tension and a bigger hypertrophic stimulus. The neutral grip is also easier on the wrist and elbow joints, making hammer curls a safer long-term option. But beyond aesthetics, they carry functional benefits too. This grip mirrors the way we naturally grip, pull, and carry objects in everyday life, whether you're lifting bags, dragging tools, or pulling a heavy suitcase off the floor.
Bonus exercise: concentration curls. The concentration curl is one of the highest focus, highest isolation bicep exercises you can perform. It's specifically crafted to enhance the size, shape, and peak of the biceps. Unlike compound curls or even standard standing variations, the concentration curl removes nearly all assistance from surrounding muscle groups. In this movement, your biceps take on 100% of the load, rep after rep. That intense isolation is exactly why this exercise has become a classic for anyone trying to build that iconic bicep peak. When performed seated with your elbow pressed firmly against the inside of your thigh, the concentration curl locks your upper arm into one position and blocks momentum completely. You can't swing the weight, lean back, or recruit your shoulders for help. Your body has no choice but to let your biceps handle the full responsibility. This locked-in positioning ensures constant, uninterrupted tension, especially on the short head of the biceps. The short head is what gives your arms their width and that thick, solid look from the front. While incline curls emphasize the long head and the stretch, concentration curls fill out the front-facing size, helping create a fuller, more rounded appearance overall. One of the biggest reasons this exercise works so well is because it naturally strengthens your mind-muscle connection. Since you're isolating one arm at a time, your focus becomes sharper, making it easier to feel the bicep contract, guide the weight with control, and stay locked into the movement. Studies consistently show that a stronger mind-muscle connection leads to greater muscle fiber activation, especially in highly focused isolation movements like this. In fact,
research from the American Council on Exercise, ACE, reported that the concentration curl ranked among the top bicep exercises for muscle activation, surpassing many common barbell and standing curl variations. The tension stays constant through the entire rep, and when you combine that with a full range of motion, from a complete stretch at the bottom to a hard, tight squeeze at the top, you build not only size, but also muscle density and endurance. When you slow the movement down and perform every rep deliberately, you increase your time under tension, one of the biggest contributors to muscle growth.
and there you have it, 3 killer bicep exercises to transform your arms fast. Focus on form, keep tension, and push yourself. No swinging, no half reps. Stick with these and your sleeves will feel the difference. Don't forget to subscribe for more workouts that actually work. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.